Welcome, everyone, to the L7C Podcast Pop Culture Edition. Today, we have a very special episode for you guys. We have the pop culture expert with us, Miss Chelsea Heppert. How are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I am doing well, thank you. So, it is finally our time to talk about the controversy that has taken over mainstream waves. Obviously, we're talking about the Sydney Sweeney controversy, just giving our take on it all and how it has been greatly blown out of proportion. So this all started with an American Eagle ad with Sydney Sweeney, just in jeans. Um, it's on YouTube in the full version and in the short version, so they'll be in the description box when you guys are looking at this episode. And it's basically the catch line: Sydney Sweeney has great genes. You thought nothing of it. Chelsea, what were your thoughts on the little short commercial?
When I first saw it, I truly didn't think anything of it. I honestly turned it off just because I couldn't stand the tone of her voice. I was like, I can't deal with this, and didn't watch it, truly.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I didn't think I thought it was very clever because I get it. Sydney Sweeney has great genes. Genes, Jeans for jeans that you wear, and then obviously jeans GENES because she is a very pretty girl, so she has very good genetics. She has very good genes. So I
Right.
thought that was it about it, and then Chelsea, it really got turned completely sideways, like to a way
Very,
that I never
very
thought it
quickly.
would.
Yeah, it went from 0 to 1,000 within like a very, very short amount of time. Like all of a sudden, I was like, was I watching the same thing as people? Like, what did I miss? Um, it was wild how quickly it turned.
Yeah, even with the commercial, obviously, she even had the signature line like, "Hey, eyes up here," because when you look at Sydney Sweeney, like the camera slowly panning down her cleavage, and then her saying "eyes up here" again. You just thought it was a Sydney Sweeney thing with the gene playoff passed on from parent to offspring, things of that nature. And then a few people on TikToks saying that a couple of things, but the main thing saying that this ad was um, racist or
Using eugenics and
eugenics, and then we start throwing the H word of Hitler and
yeah,
things like that. And I was just like, what in the hell is going on?
it almost felt like a more visceral reaction to the like Balenciaga controversy a few years ago. Do you remember that?
Hmm.
Like it felt more quick to kind of like stir the proverbial pot, so to speak. Like immediately people had a reaction to it based off of like a play on words and just with using Sydney Sweeney as like the piece.
Yeah, that I 100% agree on that because then it went from, American Eagle had their statement. They stated that Sydney Sweeney has great genes, it isn't always about genes. Her genes, her story will continue to celebrate how everyone wears their A&E jeans with confidence their way. Great genes look good on everyone. That was American Eagle's response. And then this is where I felt like it went I felt like it already went way too far with people calling the ad sexist and all the other things. But
Hmm.
then the White House gets involved.
Right.
Um, Reporters and stuff asking current President Donald Trump what his thoughts are. And then he's like, oh, I support Sydney Sweeney, this and that. So basically, president supporting this ad. And then this is where it took the complete 180, Chelsea, with now, all of a sudden, this has become a huge political discourse of, let me read an exact one of the exact quotes
Hmm.
from this. For some of the campaign has been seen as anti-woke. White right-wing pundit Richard declared wokeness dead. And yes, there was an essay in the newsletter he titled, Yes, Sydney Sweeney's boobs are anti-woke, and congratulated himself for the campaign thing. And this is the first time Sweeney's been like thrown into political debates in 2022. She posted a photo from her mom's birthday party that showed
Hmm.
a guest. Don't even know who it was, a guest wearing a MAGA hat, sparking rumors about her own political opinion. And then she
Hmm.
responded saying it was just an innocent celebration for her mom's 60th birthday that turned into a absurd political statement. But Chelsea, now what are your thoughts on that? That now that it's becoming a thing where the left, there's now people saying the left fear girls who look like Sydney Sweeney, the big boobs and all that stuff. And now the right is now claiming Sydney Sweeney as their own, saying
Hmm.
she's killing wokeness, she's getting rid of like those trans ads and gender equality stuff, and it's going back to what Americans want and just hotness.
I think there's obviously like a lot that goes into play, like starting off with Sydney Sweeney herself specifically.
Mhm.
I think the tolerance level of her was already kind of at a low, just based off of other brand deals that she's had. Um, so I feel like the narrative surrounding her was already kind of bad, but this ad really sunk it for many different reasons. Like obviously the ad wasn't well thought out if it has spurned like this much debate and criticism, but she did that weird soap where it was like,
The bathwater.
yeah, like whatever that was. She has like the Hey Dudes brand, and then there were like a few other brand deals. So people were already questioning, like, wow, like this girl really needs money. Like she must not be getting paid for like the work that she's done. So I think it's just like the oversaturation of Sydney Sweeney herself, mixed with poor management. Whoever her management team is, she needs to reevaluate that. Um, but also, like, once you reach a certain level of fame, your privacy kind of goes out the window, and people are going to be looking at who you voted for, where you lean on certain things. Because if you're starring in a hit show, Euphoria, where it's addressing a lot of different tough conversations surrounding addiction, surrounding trans people, surrounding a lot of different things. Like you have to be aware that your personal life may affect that image of the show. So there's like a lot of things with Sydney Sweeney herself. But then the other thing that people I think are so quick to forget is that that ad came from so many people. Like you have to get marketing involved. Like you have to get PR involved. You have to have like a film team. You have to have the brand. Like there's so many checks and balances that commercial had to go through before it even reached the public eyes. So it's not just like Sydney Sweeney herself creating this. It is a whole team of people, which people kind of forget about. And it's not just like one person, it's a whole group. And yes, Sydney Sweeney, she's obviously the star of it and she plays a part, but it's the American Eagle brand. Same thing with like Pepsi and Kendall Jenner a few years ago. Same thing with Balenciaga. Like it is the brand. Yes, the stars have an impact. I'm not excusing that, but you also have to look at it from like the bigger picture.
Yeah. I just think it's been taken way out of hand, and I
Yeah,
think people have other things
to worry
worry
about.
to worry about because I think one of the tweets that and reading some people's reactions on Twitter and just again I think this is what 99% of the people thought. It's like I've seen a million Sydney Sweeney takes. Am I God America? Can we just sit back and appreciate a great set of knockers? This used to be a proper country. Honestly, I'm a left-leaning gal on most things, but all I got from the ad campaign is that she has good genes because she's hot with big boobs. And genes is a play on the word genes.
Mhm.
Am I not good at making things fascism? And then I know people are like, I know, right? I need to set up my liberal outrage game. Maybe I was just distracted by a tremendous set of cans. Women should have the right to exploit themselves without being labeled racist.
Mhm.
I just think that I do think the outrage was manufactured in
Oh,
a
agreed.
way because I didn't see anyone who really had any issue with the ad whatsoever. But
Right.
then seeing people again, now it's turned into the woke people don't like the ad because of X, Y, and Z, and now it's the anti-woke people who love the ad X, Y, and Z, and now it's spread into all these different subcategories from sorority recruitment, which I was shocked that they got dragged into this, but they are into this now. Because I know a lot of stuff was from right wing commentary, like the Patriot Oasis Twitter, saying stuff like breaking sorority at University of Oklahoma wearing good jeans is going viral, showcasing pure American beauty. Liberals are outraged online, or another one of there were some in our notes from Old Row. Joe Biden would have jailed these patriots and just sororities doing their sorority recruitment dance. I don't think he would have jailed them. Or Fox News talking about it's that time of year again. Sorority rush season, the viral rush talk trend is making waves once more. Some are calling it proof that hashtag America is back, describing
Ugh.
sorority girls as warriors on the front line of TikTok, pushing back on lockdown era culture and showing renewed Gen Z patriotism, which I was like, what the hell does that mean? And then what's another great one? Breaking sorority at the University of Alabama is going viral for wearing jeans in their latest recruitment video, something that sorority girls have worn for the dawn of time. Sydney Sweeney has opened the door for women across America to celebrate pure American beauty. And I just feel like, and then which was this other one? Oh, this other one's like, this is what the left took from. So, two things. One, I didn't know sorority rush videos were so part of politics. And two, they are. This is reaching beyond reaching.
The whole like all of those articles that you sent me,
Mhm.
and then even listening to you talk, like it is so just like wildly pulled. Like it was almost listening to AI just be like, how can I use all of these catchphrases to trigger a response to people who aren't using their critical thinking skills for either direction? Because it will trigger a response for either direction when you use those certain words. I, I truly think it was blown out of proportion, and sorority girls like having been in a sorority, I think I have a different lens, and not all sororities are great. Like, let's be for real. There's good and there's a lot of bad that goes with it. But trying to make recruitment about that doesn't make sense unless you're looking specifically at a Southern school, and you have actual facts to back it up. The other thing, I know I kind of hit on it about like looking at the brand, but if you look at American Eagle in general, based off of like what an average person would know, like American Eagle has always been like that size inclusive, normal person brand. Like they have people of all different races, of all different sizes as their models. And they've always kind of been that, and that is what they've always run. Um, so like it's just interesting how people don't use their critical thinking skills whenever watching or reviewing any content.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. I agree. I find it amazing because now with the algorithm, that's all I'm seeing. Like, oh, one, I didn't know one side or the other was trying to take away sorority recruitment, and I just think it's funny how both sides would use something, but then a couple years ago be against it. Because this, again, now it's people on the right saying that, oh, this is liberals are outraged by sorority girls doing these TikTok things because it's anti woke. But these are
Right.
the same people who would say that two-thirds of sorority girls are just going to go through college getting piped down instead of raising kids, and they're anti-Western civilization and morality. They're the worst of what we have. And the women who are in sororities are the single cat lady people now who don't have kids and all
Mhm.
that stuff, who the right directly goes at. But now, because of this whole Sweeney thing, now it's just a 180, like, oh, now we love this stuff, and we
Right.
love girls party, and we went from Western women are trash because of the girls partying to, because of the Sweeney thing, oh, hot girls dancing in spite of liberals. I didn't know that political parties, I mean, they hated or unhated people who are deemed attractive. That was news to me.
Yep.
I think there lies
The issue.
problem, the issue, and
Yeah.
all of that. Because again, I didn't know Joe Biden was, when he was president, I didn't know that was one of his initiatives to jail sorority girls for doing rush recruitment videos. That was news to me.
Right. Like, and we did a whole pod on sorority recruitment.
I didn't know that those Russia videos, all of them across the country, are showing patriotism and anti lockdown things. I'm pretty sure most people who are doing this stuff are just trying to do catchy dances to get to outshine other sororities on campus so that people can join them. But
Right. But what do you know?
yeah, what do I know? It's just weird. It's weird that it's gotten to this point. It's weird that a jeans commercial has, because now, in the eyes, because of this jeans commercial, it's like, from political standpoint, they're like, oh, left side, they're all woke, they're all, in some people's eyes, they're all ugly. They're all, I mean, honestly, the people think that they're just big and fat and just blue, the most terrible stereotypes, blue hair, trans people who are just mad because a blonde hair, blue eye, big breasted white girl is in a jeans commercial, and she represents everything evil in the world, which she does not. But now, now they've some people have taken hold of that, and this being a big deal. I think it shows more with the issues of the political parties in itself and all the other stuff.
hmm I also think that I'm I think people should be aware of what they're viewing
Hmm.
and look at it critically because that's truly how things either get missed or how we let certain things go on for too long. But I think as a culture and society, we're letting ourselves get distracted by the small stuff and we're not necessarily having the same outrage when it comes down to like the stuff that matters. Like there's bigger things going on in our country right now that we should be calling out and doing something about than worrying about this specific ad. Yes, ads, celebrity culture, brands, capitalism, they all play a part in our political sphere, but the actual politicians are the ones playing a huge part right now. And we're losing sight of that.
Yeah, because I think now, I know we've talked about it off camera. Now, all of a sudden, because of this ad and all these political discourse between the two sides, now all of a sudden, being the hot girl is a political thing, which I think is absolutely insane. That it's like, oh, being hot is back, and you can't be hot and woke at the same time. Or if you're anti woke, that means you're definitely hot and this and that. And I think that part is absolutely insane.
Mm-hmm.
So I just don't understand where a person's attractiveness decided their political beliefs.
I mean, attractiveness has always played a role in politics, but it's just the imagery is kind of changing of what people are deeming like acceptable versus not acceptable now. But like politics are your looks, your clothes, they 100% play a role in politics. It's just what role it plays. That's the only thing that gets like shifted around.
Yeah, and I don't think the president should be in having to have to talk about an American Eagle commercial.
Or Taylor Swift.
I mean, or Taylor Swift. Obviously, you can say what you want, but I mean, there's other things into getting into those type of controversies, and it's just I don't know, man. I don't think liberals are outraged with 18 to 22-year-olds doing sorority recruitment videos. I don't think, and I don't understand how quote unquote woke people are all of a sudden afraid of big breasts. I don't get that.
No, it's a certain narrative that the media is trying to play to distract everyone.
Yeah. So I mean, my thing is like literally anyone calling Sydney Sweeney a Nazi because of that's the other thing too, where I think that word gets used way too much. And
Hmm.
it's like, yeah, really forget what a Nazi was because most of us did not live in World War II, and none of you have ever, most of us have not even experienced that type of vitriol that was going on in World War II. Where
Right.
anytime you stepped outside, literally your life was on the line. So calling Sydney Sweeney a Nazi because she participated in a jeans commercial is doing way too much. And then I think it's the opposite. I think that people calling her that, that's another thing where some people are saying this small percentage of discourse people, they may be woke, maybe not, they're gone too far. And I think more people are like, I think the moral of the story is take a chill pill and relax. It is not that deep.
Hmm.
Like this commercial was never that deep. It was a great play on words because of her genetics, her physical genetics, and the brand she was representing. And that was it. Nothing more, nothing less, no hidden political message. Just keep it moving.
Right. Especially when there are actual literal Nazis out there.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
we're worried about genes from American Eagle. It is not that deep. And the people who are, even the small people who are having the discourse, and I get it, some people are trying, we talked about it with clicks, they're trying to infuriate, like rage baiting and get people into it. And, it's like, hey, if I'm saying I'm mad, maybe other people say they're mad, and then they'll watch my stuff. I'll go viral
Right.
and then stuff. But then there was just one weird, do you want to bring this one up? I gotta find it because this was one of the weirdest ones where it was just really gross. That Walters from Fox News said when this stuff, liberals are losing it over Sydney Sweeney. You know how this ends? Sydney Sweeney is going to marry Barron Trump and is going to create the greatest political dynasty in American history. What
What?
the hell are you talking about?
I think they did too many drugs.
And this was live on Fox News. Again, all these links will be in the description box, but like the fact you're saying a jeans commercial is going to lead to Sydney Sweeney marrying Barron Trump and creating the greatest political dynasty in American history, that's where people are just fed up with all stuff. Like, what the hell are you saying?
Like, what does that even mean?
They're going to get married and then he's going to become president, and then Sydney Sweeney's going to maintain her status growing as maybe at that point the hottest person on planet Earth, and they're going to have kids, and then their kids are going to take over, and so on and so forth. That's what he means by that.
What the hell? I'm
Yeah.
some people shouldn't have. I don't even know what to say about that.
Yeah, and that was a real pundit on Fox News saying that live.
That's wild.
Yeah. So that's where that was the one I was like,
You got to be
you,
kidding.
you've got to be kidding. That's what you're getting
Focus
out of
on
this.
right.
So, I don't know. I think again, people gotta both For the people on the left, take it easy. This commercial is not about Hitler and racist stuff. For the people on the right, take it easy. This isn't some commercial saying that, America's back or whatnot. It was a commercial about wordplay and jeans. Nothing more, nothing less.
Right.
Enjoy Sydney Sweeney. I mean, I think one of the things that you said earlier too about her is like, I can't really fault her. It's her time. Like, it's her
Right.
time to capitalize to the umpteenth maximum, and she's doing all the things, and she's not that much younger than us, but a little bit younger than us. So she's grown up in the same era where she's just like, she knows what people like. She knows what the fans like. She knows
Hmm.
where the stuff's going to make the most money. She knows her physical assets that are going to bring the most attention. She's well aware of it, and
Right.
she's openly admitted it. So she's going to capitalize and make as much money as possible now for her family now, maybe down the line. So that, yeah, I mean, she's capitalizing on her own workplace. She's capitalizing on her genes right now.
Right.
So that's really it. Anything else, Chelsea?
No, I think we covered a lot.
So this month, you will not have to wait too long about from stuff about Chelsea. We are going to do a niche podcast on a subject that Chelsea brought up to me in the next, actually, very, very soon. These are all going to be back to back to back to back. And then obviously, for people listening now, we're probably going to review what Taylor Swift is going to say on her New Heights, on the New Heights podcast with boyfriend Travis Kelce, because Taylor Swift's also one of those people, like a Michael Jordan, like those super, super, super famous people. They really don't do interviews and podcasts.
Hmm.
So this is going to be a rare thing that it'll be out. We're recording on the Tuesday before. Going to be out Wednesday. She's already declared she's going to have a new album, but what else is she going to say on an open podcast? Again, Taylor Swift does not do podcasts like this, so we're going to see what she says, and maybe if it's worthwhile, we'll record that. But next thing in the next week or so is going to be the what is it called, Chelsea? The table what competition?
The what?
That table competition, the table setting competition.
Oh, yes, tablescaping.
See, there you
I
go.
was so distracted by Taylor Swift that I like forgot about the drama that I was texting you about the other week.
Mm-mm. So those will be the next couple ones. With
Yeah.
that being said, thank you everyone for listening to the L7C podcast. Let us know what you think about this crazy controversy. We think it's much ado about nothing, and both sides just dropping the ball. And with that being said, we will be back very, very soon. You guys take care. Thank you for listening to this episode of the L7C podcast. Be sure to like, rate, review, and subscribe to the channel. Follow us on all social media platforms, and we'll be talking to you guys soon. Take care.